Ow! Ow! Yeah, a hit dog has been hollering for days. Oh my God, y'all. So I've been trying to come on here to talk to y'all for weeks, okay? Let me just make sure that I'm on and I'm actually good to go. Hold on. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so y'all, I've been trying to come on here to talk to y'all about different things, right? For weeks, and I've been so busy, and I'm happy to say, guess what? We are have been featured in Voyage magazine, Voyage Miami magazine, and I'm so excited that I'm gonna. I think I posted the link. I don't remember. I'm gonna post it in the description for y'all to see. And then I've been working on my business, create content for Instagram, TikTok, whatever, all that good stuff, right? And I've been trying to come on here to talk to you, but I haven't had the chance. And I originally saw this whole thing with Megan Thee Stallion. She dropped a new song called His, right? And and the internet has been set ablaze since she released the song. And I was like, at first, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to discuss this because I don't want to feel like I'm dragging Megan Thee Stallion. I don't want to feel like I'm dragging anybody. So let me just not pay it no mind. But the way it has gotten to the level it has gotten, it has gotten to a point where I feel like it's very dangerous. And that's why I wanted to come talk to you guys about it today. Okay, so like I said, Megan Thee Stallion has put out a song called His, right? And in the song, she seems to have taken shots at, different shots at people who have been attacking her for the better part of like 2, 3 years, right? She hasn't been saying anything. So, yeah, now she finally decided to respond. So, if you don't know who Megan Thee Stallion is, what up? This is Megan Thee Stallion. She is an American rapper. She is to the right here. Let me show y'all. This is Megan Thee Stallion. She's to the right, and this is Nicki Minaj. We're gonna get into that. So this is Megan. She again is an American rapper, and she released a song called His as part of like this mode. She's been doing like this kind of like snake thing, which I feel like off rip, Megan is setting herself up to be called a snake, but that's besides the point. So she put out this song called His, and she seems to be, taking shots at everybody who have been attacking her, including her ex partisan, Fontaine, Drake, Tory Lanez, who's been convicted of shooting her in the foot for 10 years. He's doing a 10-year bid in prison right now. And for some, she says some things that seem like she could be talking about Nicki Minaj. That's why we're here today. We're going to really get into it. Talk about Nicki Minaj. And I think Saweetie might even have caught a stray. Jada Kingdom, who is now dating her ex partisan, might have caught a stray, right? So, and we're also going to watch some videos per the Fair Use Act. And yeah, so we can really get into some things, right? So let me show you who Nicki Minaj is. So Nicki Minaj is also an American, an American rapper. She is, there she is. There's Nicki Minaj. She is married to this guy here. His name is Kenneth Petty. We're going to get into all that. And he's the main reason why this whole beef has, well, not that the beef started. We're going to get into a little bit of the history of the beef. But so he is who I guess I feel like, in my personal opinion, we're going to get into the lyrics. We're not going to dissect all of it. But in my personal opinion, she did take different shots at Nicki Minaj. But for some reason, the one that seemed like it may have been about Nicki Minaj's husband, this guy right here, Kenneth Petty, seemed to be the blow that has landed and has sent Nicki Minaj on a, what was it, like 3 or 4 days of rampage on social media, going at Megan Thee Stallion, to the point where today I believe she's added her. She's really been going in and being pissed off, whatever. So let's get into it, right? So Megan Thee Stallion, like I said, has a song called His. She took her shots, and before Megan actually released this song, she was asked, would there be anybody that would be offended by what she said? and she actually said, a hit dog would holler. Let me tell you, a hit dog has been hollering. Okay, a hit dog has definitely been hollering. So let me show you what she said. This is what Megan Thee Stallion actually said in her song. This is what she did an interview on the Breakfast Club, and this is what she said.
Saying names.
I'm saying a hit dog gonna holler. That's it.
God damn. So it's multiple people.
Yeah, whoever feel it, feel it.
Okay. Did Lindsay Lohan's daddy get a shot?
Oh God.
Anywho, so that's pretty much what Megan Thee Stallion said about her new song, His. And the song is supposed to be about her again being attacked. And she's like, I'm a snake, I'm shedding my skin, I'm being rebirthed. We're going to get a little bit into that too. And, when a snake feels threatened, they hiss to kind of like give you a warning, like leave me alone type stuff. So she feel like that's what she explained in that Breakfast Club interview that the song means, right? So let's get into the lyrics. Okay, so in the lyrics of the song, like I said, she was taking many different shots at many different people, including, people talking about her private part, the fact that she sleeps around. She, was talking about people making R. Kelly go viral. And I'm not sure what that has to do with Nicki Minaj. People did say that Nicki Minaj, for some reason, was dancing to R. Kelly, making him go viral. And then people were also saying, I guess couple years ago on TikTok, people were actually dancing to R. Kelly, who is a known as on YouTube here, you can't really say certain words explicitly, so try to keep up with me. He is a pedophile. He's been convicted if you haven't seen Surviving R. Kelly 1, 2, 3, and 2 and 3. I think there's on Netflix. It was at one point. I don't know if it's still there. Probably is. You can check that out. He is a known abuser and ex-offender who has been convicted. So, in the beginning of the stages, she was kind of prepping for that one liner that seems to has Nicki Minaj going crazy. So she said she wouldn't, I can never be judged by a woman. She used a different word, clearly, by a woman who was dancing to R. Kelly, making R. Kelly go viral. Right. So she was basically setting the scene for what she really wanted to say. And like I said, she addressed everybody. Drake saying that Drake had, um, during her trial with Tory Lanez. I'm just giving y'all a brief overview. Drake was talking mad, made a song where he took shots at her. She saying, she said she had a stallion, she never got butt shots, but insinuating that, Megan did never really got shot for real. Basically, Tory never shot her, but he's been convicted of that. So the law says differently. And then insinuating that Megan is known for, maybe have gotten butt shots or whatever. So, saying that Drake is talking about he doesn't like BBL on people, but Drake himself got a BBL. Apparently, Drake was on the internet. He posted a picture and the abs weren't matching. The lower part and the upper part of the abdomen wasn't matching. So it's like, okay, one part was clearly done surgically because that was not through workout. When you work out, everything is going to look uniform, right? And also, people did notice a scar saying, okay, so Drake definitely did have some work done on his body. So yeah, and then she was saying, her taking shots at her boyfriend. He's looking for attention, trying to make money off of her. Looking for, if you at the end, she was like talking about Tory Lanez, download JPay, which is an app. I'm now learning. I'm not of the criminal community, so don't be mad at me if I get this wrong. But if you want to talk to him, go ahead, download JPay, which is an app where I guess you communicate with people who are incarcerated, pretty much. And then I feel like Saweetie caught a stray is when she said, ever since I claimed the summer, all these girls, she used a different word, are trying to get a season. Pretty much, like she is known for doing the hot girl summer thing. But Saweetie is trying to make like icy girl winter. That's what I feel like. I personally feel like, I don't know if it was intentional for Saweetie or if it was a straight. And then she also said, never pick up the mic and think you're competing against me. And she in her song before this song, which is called Cobra, her ex-boyfriend, she mentioned that her ex-boyfriend had cheated on her, and she was saying, I can't let you girls think you're my equal. And we know that a lot of women would, I'm not saying that's what happened with Jada Kingdom. Shout out to Jada Kingdom. Jada fuck dog, Jada fuck cat, Jada fuck and Jada fuck right. I didn't know who Jada Kingdom was, but she's a Jamaican artist who is not dating Megan Thee Stallion's ex party. And she was saying, I can't let you girls think you're competing with me, because we know a lot of women will tend to sleep with men who they know are affiliated with higher power, higher position women, just so they could feel like they too are, on that level. And she's like, nah, you just because you're involved with him doesn't mean we're equal. So I'm gonna leave him where he's at with you. So you never think we're competing. Don't ever pick up the mic and think we're competing. But anyway, let's get to why we are really here. What has the internet ablaze? So in the song, right, Megan says something about Megan's law. And what she says exactly, I'm going to put it on the screen so y'all can watch. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Just 1 second. I have it here. Why? I have it pulled up, but it's just for some reason all my tabs. I have a million tabs popped up. So anyway, she said something about Megan's law. She said these girls are not mad at me, but they're really mad at Megan's law. So what Megan's law is? Megan's law is a law requiring ex-offenders, ex-offenders and pedophiles to register. And as we all know, Nicki Minaj's husband is a convicted felon and ex-offender. So he is required to register. So what she said was, you're not mad at me. What you're mad at is Megan's law, right? The fact that your husband needs to register as an ex-offender. So that's what's really got you pissed off. And we know Nicki Minaj for the past few years, she's been going off on social media, spiraling out of control. She's mad at everybody, mad at the world, mad at the fact that people want to accept her husband because of the fact that he's a registered ex-offender. People questioning her relationship, and talking about the fact that why would you have a child with, I know I've been one of those people. I haven't been as vocal as a lot of people on social media about it, but I know, like, why would a beautiful, successful, talented woman, not only be in a relationship with an ex-offender, have a child by an ex-offender, and get married to an ex-offender? Like, it doesn't even make sense, right? So that's what she said. And literally 30 minutes after this song came out, Nicki Minaj went live. She was dragging Megan, saying all kinds of stuff about Megan. I'm gonna let you guys see a little bit of what she said, but Nicki Minaj did play a lot of music, and we know YouTube don't play that. So I'm going to do my best to play you guys a little bit of what Nicki Minaj did post on her YouTube channel. 1 second. And basically, she's been dragging Megan for the past few days. She is big. When I tell you Nicki Minaj is a big mad, and we're gonna get into all of that, but just see what she says. She's basically talking about, Megan Thee Stallion is quote unquote Bigfoot because she was shot in the foot, and the fact that Megan Thee Stallion, you're gonna have to get on your good leg for the rest of your days. But anyway, let's watch just a little bit of it.
You gotta find the beats. You gotta catch the beats. You gotta catch the bomba clot beats. That's fucking hilarious. And until you catch that beat, you will be running on your good foot for the rest of your sorry days. You gonna have to skip, bitch. Now. Oh, guys, Pink Friday 2 tour Gag City.
Anyway, Nicki Minaj is very cringy to watch. I'll just say start with that. But that's what she was saying, right? She's been insinuating that Megan Thee Stallion can't rap. But my thing is, how you gonna say Megan Thee Stallion can't rap, but you got 2 songs with Ice Spice? Hello? Hello, somebody. How you say Megan Thee Stallion can't rap, but you and Megan Thee Stallion have one of the hottest songs ever, High Girl Summer. Hello. How you say Megan Thee Stallion can't rap? You are deemed one of the biggest, if not the best female American female rapper of all time, but she was able to keep up with you in that song. Hello, hello. Now you can say a lot of things about Megan Thee Stallion, and we will. We're gonna say a lot of things about Nicki, and we're gonna say a lot of things about Megan. But what we have to acknowledge is Megan Thee Stallion can rap her ass off. You cannot take that from her. Just like, as bad decisions as Nicki Minaj has made, which we're gonna get into also. You can't take away from the fact that she is a great rapper, right? You're saying she's offbeat, but you didn't deem her a bad rapper when you partnered up with her on Hot Girl Summer, right? So yeah, so that's what Nicki Minaj has been saying. But let me show you another video that Nicki Minaj, hold on, has been on, right? Hold on one second. All right, so she basically went on live and threatened Megan Thee Stallion. That's what they're saying. She's threatened Megan Thee Stallion. When I tell you, Nicki Minaj is big mad. She is big mad. I hope she's not playing too much music on this so y'all can really listen to it. Hold on. Oh, I put it on.
I'm going on one.
My bad.
Do I swear on everything I love? I have not gone on one Instagram blog all day. I don't care.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Nikki. Yes, you do. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be on the internet for 3, 4 days straight going off. Yes, you do. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be on live going off. Yes, you do. So I'm gonna let you finish, but I just had to say that.
Bitch, I dare you. I fucking dare you to say one more thing about my fucking family, hoe.
All right, again, Nikki, I'm gonna have to catch you on that. She didn't talk about your family. Technically, if we want to be for real, Megan Thee Stallion never even mentioned you. She never even mentioned your name. She only mentioned the law, and it could have applied to anybody who's married to an ex-offender and is okay with that fact, right? But for some reason, you are the one that took offense to what she said. So she didn't talk about your family. She technically didn't even talk about you. You are the one taking it that way. Till now, we don't even know she was talking about you. But the fact that you take offense to it says a lot more than what she said. But go ahead, continue.
Or y'all got a motherfucking clip coming and y'all don't even fucking know, bitch. I fucking dare you, bitch. Are you listening right now? You
Okay. You see, Nicki Minaj also cannot read. Nicki Minaj is a great rapper, but she has to write down her raps. She is not a great freestyler. So, and she can't read people. She cannot read you on the spot. So she's struggling. This is the struggle read.
fragment. Yeah.
Okay. She's still struggling to read, but she's trying to insinuate, fragment foot, bitch. But why is Nicki Minaj over here? So let me say this. For years, Nicki Minaj has been antagonizing this girl. For years. She has wanted to beef with Megan Thee Stallion. For years, throwing shots at her, calling her Bigfoot. She has that famous song with that Christopher Reeves line, calling her a horse. For years, she's been itching to get into it with Megan Thee Stallion. That's why it took her less than an hour to come back on live and play a song, talking about Bigfoot, quote unquote, on live. She's been waiting for Megan Thee Stallion to say something. She's been baiting Megan Thee Stallion to say something. And now that Megan Thee Stallion has said something, she's mad. She's offended. Like, she never, I think in my opinion, she never expected Megan Thee Stallion to come and say anything. She thought she could just bully this girl, this woman, and she would never say anything. I feel like she might have some receipts behind the scenes that she feel like she can use against the Megan Thee Stallion that would embarrass her, make her look stupid on social media, and then have her crazy Barb fans attack this woman as they've been doing for years. So she never expected her to respond. But the thing is, Megan Thee Stallion has, like it or not, she has embraced her bodies. Whoever she sleeps with, she keep telling y'all she's a pimp. She's doing it. The guys do it. She's gonna do it too, right? Megan Thee Stallion has never had a problem, just saying, yeah, I did this, even though she did lie about, sleeping like Tory. We're gonna get into that, but I'm just saying, you cannot say that Megan Thee Stallion attacked you first. You have been baiting this girl for literally years, and she said nothing to you. Now she said a line that didn't even say your name, and you're so offended by it. So that says a lot about how you feel about yourself, and the fact that you are truly upset that people won't accept your ex-offender husband. That's just what it is. But continue, Nikki.
Fragment foot bitch.
Also, before I forget, you are here calling her fragment foot, blah, 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 blah. Whenever is it cool to make fun of someone being shot? Period. Whenever is it cool to make fun who has been abused? When you yourself claim to have been abused, right? Didn't you say McMill was over there bumping your head left and right? And didn't one of your assistants come out not long ago saying Nicki Minaj is getting her head bashed in by her husband, allegedly, her current husband, the ex-offender, and the man who has been convicted of manslaughter? And now you're making fun of a woman being shot. Nicki Minaj is sick. But continue. So she has music going on.
Bullet fragment bitch. She a bullet fragment bitch. Now listen here, ho.
Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj cannot read. This is truly embarrassing. This is truly embarrassing.
Good. Bitch, I said get up on your good foot, not your bad foot. Fuck was that? A diss or piss? Said it was hiss, I said piss. That my fans called it piss. Yo,
all I can think is, hey, you mad. Hey, you mad.
But the bitch said all that shit about you, ho. Yo, ex nigga that just was around you. Y'all mad because y'all don't have somebody that loves you and stand 10 toes down behind you. So you bringing up 30-year-old teeth from when this man was a 50.
Hold up. Let me just back it up so y'all can hear the full sentence.
That loves you and stand 10 toes down behind you. So you bringing up 30-year-old teeth from when this man was a 15-year-old child.
Okay, so Nikki. Nobody wants an ex-offender. Nobody wants a rapist. Nobody wants a murderer. No one wants that. No one wants that, Nikki. And to say, oh, nobody will ever love you. I would rather never be loved by a rapist, me personally. Okay? I would not want to be loved by a rapist. Okay? And to say that, here's something I realized. The fact that Nikki is saying that, oh, you people are bringing up 15-year-old T. Guess what, Nikki? You did this to yourself, right? And people are saying, oh, the only thing they can say about Nikki is the fact that she's married to a rapist. But guess what? People have every right to use that. And I think people should use it every chance they get. And even her fans, some of her fans don't like the fact that she's with him, but they're like, we're still going to support her. No, you should not condone this behavior. Nicki Minaj is trying to normalize pedophilia, and that makes her dangerous. She's trying to normalize rape, and that is dangerous, right? So to me, what it says is maybe when Nicki Minaj first got with this man, she didn't know that. She believed him. She truly believed the story that he told her, right? Allegedly, they knew each other when they were young, and they reconnected. Nicki Minaj has been trying to say is that this woman, Jennifer, who is the person that was grabbed by this man, right? This same person, after this man not only did what he did to her, I listened to her story. I've watched her interviews. I have listened to Kenneth's alleged friend say that he is a serial rapist. She is allegedly not the only person that Kenneth did this to. Even Kenneth's alleged former friend said that Kenneth tried to do the same thing to his sister in his house. And his father, the friend's father, had to kick Kenneth out. So this man didn't just do this to one person, right? Maybe you believed them, but after you believed them, you wanted to. This man has been bullying this woman for years to the point she keep talking, and I believe her. I believe her story, right? Nicki Minaj tries to say that she recanted, and she did one time. But then she said she just couldn't go through with it because this happened to her. So she has been sticking to her story. She said she was forced to recant by her family because her family was upset that they kept having to go through a lot of things after this man abused her. She talks about how she was being abused the same way in her own home, and her family did nothing about it. She was on her way to school, and he did this to her. Nicki Minaj tries to say, "Oh, guess what? They were dating. They were in a relationship, and her parents found out, and so she lied." No, that's not what happened. She said she did not know this man. According to Jennifer, that's her story. She did not know this man. She's seen him around the neighborhood. He was known to be a dope boy, dealing in all kinds of activities that she was not a part of. One day she was on her way to school, right? And this man allegedly did, well, not allegedly, he's been convicted of it, did what he did to her, right? She ran to school. It wasn't even her who reported it. It was her teachers or people at the school that reported it. After they reported it, they did a grape kit on her, and he knew they had evidence against them. So he took the plea. Okay, let's say Nicki Minaj didn't believe that this happened. She believed his story, but from what she's saying and the fact that she's saying, "Oh, you're trying to bring up 30-year-old T from something that happened to when this man was a child," it's not 30. That to me says you now believe that he did it, but you know what? It's been so long ago. So we should let it go. No, we shouldn't let it go. So you now know, maybe at first you believed them, and now you've come to realize, oh crap, it was true. He did do this. And instead of you leaving him, you try to get everyone to accept him, because the fact that he's now associated with you, in your mind, oh, I have normalized them. I brought him to my side, and I'm Nicki Minaj. If you accept me, you should accept this. And that's dangerous. You're telling people to accept pedophilia. You're telling people to accept rape. You're telling people to accept ex-offenders. And that's not okay. So Megan is right. You are not mad at Megan. You're mad at Megan's law, which is the fact that a young girl was raped and taken out by a neighbor who was an ex-offender. And that's why the law was passed, to protect, so that they register. They know when you are in the neighborhood. You're mad at the fact that your husband has to register. You're mad at the fact that your money cannot buy you the protection you feel like you're entitled to. You're mad at the fact that you thought you had enough money to make this go away, and you can't. Your husband allegedly has been bullying the same woman that he raped, to the point where she had to move around for years. And now you tried to bully this same woman, trying to send people to get her to recant her story, to pay her off. And she says, no, this thing happened to me. I'm not going to recant. That's what you're mad about. You're mad that your money cannot afford you to take your husband off the list. That's what you're mad about. You come online, you want to go off on people, you want to be mad at people when you can even take your husband cannot take your child to school, cannot go to a playground. That's what you're upset about. You're mad at yourself for being this stupid. You're mad at yourself for marrying someone who is on the S registered offender list. And mind you, the woman he allegedly raped, Jennifer, she's not even the one who reported him. This man was found out because he failed to register. One thing about that I've learned about the list, the ex-offender list, I'm not part of the criminal community, so I'm not really familiar with it. But one thing I've learned is that you may go 20 years and not register, and one day they call your number. That's when they realize, and you will get in trouble for it. We don't know how long he hasn't been registering, but guess what? He was caught not registering. And now you feel like you have money, you have the lawyers to make it go away, and it's Nicki Minaj versus the Megan's law. It's not Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion. It's Nicki Minaj versus Megan's law. You're not mad at Megan. Well, you might be mad at Megan for whatever reason, because she, petty stuff. She worked with you and then went to work with Cardi B, which you always have a problem with. You seem to want to be entitled to people's career. You're not. You're a good rapper, yes, But Nicki Minaj is so immature that she cannot take competition. If Nicki Minaj was smart, she would be on the level of Beyonce in the fact that she would have Nicki Minaj could literally charge $10 million a feature. I'm not kidding. This is I'm Nicki Minaj. This is my fee. I don't care if you're a new artist, existing artist, whoever you. This is my fee, and I still get to cherry pick who I work with. That's what you should do, right? But you want to partner up with young girls and trying to keep up, and then once they try to further their careers, you get mad at them for partnering with quote unquote people who you don't mess with. And those people, they have their lives, they want their career. You don't want anybody who you feel like is better than you. You don't partner up with people you feel like can actually rap. You don't partner up with people you feel like can actually elevate their career. You partner up with mediocre rappers, with the exception of a few. And then when they try to go further, you get mad at them for partnering with people you don't like. That's not their business. If you were a smart businesswoman, you would understand this is business. You try to have an alliance and friendship with young girls who are only trying to further their career. That is not their business, right? Their business is being an artist and getting as far as they can with as many good collaborations as they can. So then you get upset that people won't entertain your shenanigans. You get upset that people won't say, oh, you know what? It's okay that Nicki Minaj is doing this. No, people will not allow you to bully this woman. People will not allow you to parade this man who is on the SO list, right? People will not allow you to normalize pedophilia. And we're going to get into the whole Roman situation. We're going to get into a lot more. Like I said, I'm not trying to be here long, but we got some things to get off our chest. Nicki Minaj, I really have not made. Once upon a time, I did make a video about Nicki Minaj. I think she was going live. She hadn't been out in a while. And I was like, okay, I wasn't really familiar with the case and what happened with Jennifer. So to me, it was that I wasn't conscious enough of what happened to really have a strong opinion. But now that I do, I have an opinion. And I try not to cover people because I don't want to drag people. But Nicki Minaj is dangerous in the fact that, one, her target audience is young children. She targets young children, and she targets older, immature people. She's very male identified. Nicki Minaj is the type of woman that if she's in a room with a bunch of men, and they're abusing a woman, she'd be mad at the woman for not complying. She'd be like, you better X, Y, and Z, you better comply. Like when they have pimps and the pimp got a right-hand woman, every man abuser always have a woman to enforce it because it's always women that women trust. It's always women that feel like they have to prove themselves to these men. And that's exactly the type of person that Nicki Minaj is. No amount of money, no amount of beauty, no amount of success, no amount of talent can change that. Nicki Minaj is completely disgusting and she is dangerous. You are mad at a young woman who is nearly half your age. And the whole age thing, I don't do that. But you're mad at a woman for wanting to further her career because she partnered with Cardi B. You're upset with that? Grow up. You're way too old for this. Grow up. All right, let's move on. This lady is really annoying. She's ridiculous.
You bringing up 30-year-old tea because no man has ever and will ever love you. And lying on your dead mother, on your dead mama, on your dead, she done lied on her dead mama, lied on her dead mama, lied on her dead mama, lied on your, I said, lied on her, and sexy red, she done lied, she lied and she cried, and she lied and she cried, she said she lied and she cried, and she lied and she cried, and then she lied and she cried, and she lied and she cried, because she got blogs all up her stupid doofy sub ass, effing press, I said no well, I don't give up, but for the rip up the job, dude. And then she tried to rap double time, lied on your dead mama.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Like I said, Nicki Minaj is very immature and cringy and dangerous, trying to normalize pedophilia. She's mad at the fact that her husband, people won't allow her to justify her husband's pedophilia. She's mad at the fact that Megan Thee Stallion had the audacity to say something after she's been trying to bully this woman for years on social media. She's using a shooting against her, Megan Thee Stallion, and to the point where she's so bothered. We know Nicki Minaj is known for throwing subs at people. She never fully come at people direct, right? Because she's young, she's immature. She's immature and petty, right? So we know that Nicki Minaj never acknowledges anything directly, but now it's to the point that she's been waiting for Megan to say something so she could go off, and she feels like now she has her reason, now she's justified. And I find it funny because Megan Thee Stallion actually said a lot of other things about Nicki Minaj in this song that could be deemed towards Nicki Minaj in this song, but for some reason Shawnee seems to be sticking with the fact that she chose a man who was an ex-offender, and she tries to say, oh, Megan told her to go to the clinic, to drink when she was trying to actively have a baby. Ma'am, you shouldn't be having a baby with an ex-offender. And then you say, oh, you would not disrespect my son. It's not about your son. The only person who disrespected your son is you when you chose to have a pedophile for his father. Let's be honest about it. Let's be for real. The only person who disrespected your son is you for choosing. And then this is a whole nother conversation about women picking bad men. Two things can be true at the same time. Yes, there are a lot of terrible men out there who pretend very well and ruin women's life, but also there are women who see all the glaring red flags and still go for it. And that's Nicki Minaj. She's always made terrible decisions when it came to men, and she's trying to normalize a man who is not only a rapist. This man has 5 children. This man has been in prison for unaliving people, unaliving someone. This is the person you chose. And like I said, I find it funny because Megan Thee Stallion actually said quite a few things about Nicki that could be taken as towards Nicki Minaj. She said, cosplay and gangster. Like you saw, Nicki Minaj is very animated and very cringy. She said, you can't little sis me. Nicki Minaj has this thing that when new artists are coming out, she tries to go live with them, make song with them, big sis, little sis. Megan Thee Stallion is basically saying, I'm not your little sis. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm going to do what I want to do, and you're going to stop throwing subs at me. And the fact that she didn't even say your name and she said all these other things, the only thing that you took offense to was the fact that you chose to marry a man who's on the registered offender list, says that you are insecure about your relationship. You want people to accept this man for something that is terrible. You want to tell the young kids that follow you that it's okay to marry a rapist and murderer. You want young kids to be okay with that. Your son is going to have to grow up hearing this, and you're going to blame the world for the bad decision that you made. It's time to be responsible. It's time to stop being immature. Like I said, the fact that she throws subs, I don't try to equate that to her age, but her responses, the way she acts, is definitely immature. Oh, let's get into some of the tweets, right? Let's get into some of her tweets. We know how, she was going off on Cardi B when her husband, and also all these people that keep giving Nicki Minaj opportunities to, like Vogue just recently did an interview, she hosted MTV. All these people that keep giving a platform to Nicki Minaj and follow Nicki Minaj are also responsible for this monster. Because how can you normalize this woman who is married to a rapist? You keep giving her a platform to showcase that it's okay for that. And we know what happened after the MTV Awards, that she was mad because her husband was acting a goofball, and she went on live and made a bigger fool of herself. Let's take a look. And she plays a lot of music. She plays a lot of music, so I'm gonna have to pause and we won't be able to watch the whole thing. But let's watch some. Her behavior is so freaking cringy. Like, it's just so cringy.
Think you talking? Wait, hold on. Fuck you think you playing with, bitch? Fuck you think this is?
It's so cringy.
What's good? Hold on. Let me get.
And
the
then
fuck is good?
She has a bunch of stupid people around her who co-sign her behavior.
Baddest bitch in the motherfucking game. Who the fuck?
You're the baddest, you're the prettiest, you're the best rapper, you're rich, yet the best you could do was a sex offender and a murderer. Be for real, Nikki. You are mad at Megan's Law. You're not mad at Megan. But let's take a look at, some of her tweets that she was putting out there. Let's take a look. So this is one of her tweets. She's talking about y'all want to bring up y'all want to bring up family members and lying, and you lying on your dead mother. You lied to Gail King. You lied and Blink. Your best friend's man. Told me to go to the clinic when I was pregnant. Blah blah blah. You think you're a bully because you go to Rock Nation brunch. Be mad at Party, who's her ex-boyfriend, who said all those things in the song. Y'all could look at the song. I actually did a video about that. If y'all are interested, it's up. Um, he told all your tea, but you taking shots at my family. When did she take shots at your family? She never said anything about your family, to be honest. So you mad because she said that. She said one thing that you think is talking about you because you're insecure about your relationship because of the decision you made to be with a man who is a rapist and murderer. Be for real. So she also says, all right, this is what she also says. She doesn't condone bullying, but we can't tell because anytime someone attacks you or says anything about you, you send your crazy bobs after them, right? You attack Lonnie Love, you attack Garcelle for interviewing Jennifer when she was literally just doing her job. It was part of her job. She was on a show where they were interviewing the woman. You're mad at everybody but yourself when you're the one that made the bad decision. We don't condone bullying, just basically saying, just post my accomplishments. But you are mad, and then the way when she tries to the way she uses her barbs is very dangerous because she makes them feel like, oh, we're closer than we actually are, and send them off on people. Anyone who doesn't like the barbs is ugly. I only speak to the barbs. I love the barbs. All of that, trying to gaslight these young kids that she targets as her audience to go after people. Hold on. Another thing is Nicki Minaj is only black when it's convenient. Nicki Minaj is pro-black when it's convenient. And also she's trying to utilize people's emotions and people who are religious to say, oh, this is what she said. What a disgusting serpent. Because like I said, if you didn't see the whole video, you can go back and watch the whole thing. She's saying, she's a serpent. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people are gonna use this against Megan. The fact that she's using the snake theme, yada yada yada. Say, she's a serpent, and Nicki Minaj is wicked. Y'all more wicked than Megan Thee Stallion because y'all don't want trying to normalize rape and pedophilia, right? We can say a lot of things about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion to me is the type of girl you see out, you have a good time with her. She's fun when you see her. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? You have a good time, you go home. She goes her way, you go your way. It's not somebody you bring close to you because clearly she's not a good friend. Okay. She's been in the public eye. She started not very young, but she was still in her early 20s, right? So she's young, she's making her mistakes in the public eye. She's not a good friend. She slept with her best friend's boyfriend, whoever, whatever they were at the time, Tory Lanez, and lied about it, and she had to be called a liar in court. All of that. We get all of that, right? But despite that fact, no matter what bad decision Megan Thee Stallion has made or anyone else has made, most people will never affiliate themselves with a rapist and a murderer. Nicki Minaj seems to always align herself with abusers, groomers, and predators, right? Even her alter ego, Roman, which she has talked about before, which is about Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski is a man who fled. So he was let me make sure. Okay? Let me make sure. I'm gonna read this verbatim, okay? So Roman Polanski is a Polish film director and producer, okay? And he was accused of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl, and he was supposed to take a plea deal, right? But because the girl, but he found out that the judge probably would not accept his plea. He fled to Europe, right? And this is Nicki Minaj's alter ego. She has the whole Roman personality, and let me read this. Let me read y'all this document. Hold up. Not only did he abuse this, rape this 13-year-old in America, there's a 10-year-old in Europe that alleged that he also did the same thing to her. There's another 13-year-old that says that this man did the same thing to her. This man is also a serial rapist, and this is your alter ego. And then I know people like to also throw the fact that her boyfriend, not boyfriend, sorry, her brother is in prison for raping a young child. Now, you can choose your family, you can't choose what they do, you can't choose what people do, right? But you can choose how you react to the situation. Allegedly, even after finding out, she still supported her brother after the facts have been proven. Okay, he's your brother, you don't know, you don't want to leave him out to dry. Okay, but once you find out and you continue to support him, that's the problem. That's the problem. The problem is Nicki Minaj keep trying to normalize disgusting behavior. And I know U.S. American culture. I know U.S. American culture is very desensitized to GUN violence, but people seem to, for some reason, to gloss over the fact that Kenneth Petty is not only an offender, but he is a murderer. Like, that is not something to be taken lightly. But again, because Americans are so desensitized to GUN violence, America is literally the most violent country in the world. People think it's normal. This is not normal. This is not normal. That's what makes this woman a danger. If you are just getting here, please slide back and you can watch the video in its entirety. And please be sure to click that like button so YouTube can know we are live, and to help us, it really would help us out in the algorithm. But yeah, for the fact that you think it's okay to have an alter ego that is a sex offender, a serial sex offender, raping 13, 10, 11-year-olds, right? And then you support your brother after finding out what he did. You seem to allow yourself with Drake, who was inappropriately texting a young girl. The girl from, what's that show called? Oh my God, I forgot what that show called. It's a popular show. The bald girl. I forgot. Seven. Her name is Seven in the show. Inappropriately texting this young girl, right? And now, not only have you gotten with this, this offender, you marry him and have a child with him, and then you try to bully this woman whose only crime was walking to school when she was a child. Nicki Minaj is a dangerous woman. I don't know how many times I can say it. And the reason why she even married this man is because so many people were coming for her. So many people were attacking her. Remy Ma was trying to bump her, drop that sheather. Remy Ma was trying to beat her ass. Everybody was attacking her at the time. So she felt like she needed protection. So she thought she could buy a man to protect her. You talking about this man love you, does he? Does he though? You're saying people are mad that they don't have someone who can love them, who will never love them. Does he love you? You provide a broke man with 5 children who's on the ex-offender list, hope to get him off. You pay for a lavish lifestyle for him, and you claim this man love you? Is that love? Like I said, I didn't want to go in on her. I didn't want to discuss this subject because I at first I was like, petty rap beef, whatever. But this point, this is dangerous. You are mad at Megan's Law. That's what you're mad at. You're mad at the fact that money cannot buy you justice. You're mad at the fact that money cannot make you normalize disgusting behavior. But also, let's get into a couple of things and then we're going to get off on here. And then we have, Akbar entered the chat. We know Akbar lives in Nicki Minaj's implants. Akbar lives in Nicki Minaj's implants. And she's going to defend him every time. So she entered the chat. And then Moniece, is it Moniece? The smaller woman from them Love and Hip Hop shows. She said something today. Let me read it to you. She said, imagine your 7-year-old daughter is raped and murdered by a neighbor. You fight for legislation to be passed. He's put on, on a living roll. but the penalty is abolished in the States. So he was sentenced to commute life without parole. So now you have to live without your baby. You have to live in using that the killer is still alive and well, and your law, a law in your departed daughter's name and honor is passed. And now, for the first time in over a decade, your daughter is trending. Your wound is reopened because the BITCH used it in a bar in a diss track. And then she goes on to say if she was the little girl's family, the Megan's Law family, that she would take every red cent from those record sales, she'd lawyer up and sue for emotional damages, blah blah blah. Are you stupid? Are you slow, Moniz? Are you stupid? Or are you slow? I think the little girl's family would be more offended by the fact that an even bigger artist, because Nicki Minaj is a much bigger artist than Megan Thee Stallion right now, right? An even bigger artist is trying to parade around a rapist and a pedophile. I think they would be more offended by that. And the fact that the law is actually getting recognition, a law is something that is used every day. So I'm sure they're used to hearing about the law. So I'm sure they would be happy that people are aware about of the law and what it is. Are you stupid? Some people are just stupid. Some people shouldn't be on social media, but then again, everybody's entitled to be stupid, right? I guess stupidity isn't a crime until it's dangerous, like Nicki Minaj. So you're saying that a law is passed and your 7-year-old daughter is gone, but not somebody used it in a diss track. Yes, and that's a good thing because now a lot of people know what it is. Because most of us, even though we were aware of the offender list, we didn't even know what it was called or how it came about. So now people are knowledgeable and learning about it. I think she would be more offended by the fact that you're the person you're trying to support is actually married to an offender who has done this. The same thing that happened, even though, thankfully Jennifer lived, the same thing that happened to Jennifer happened. I think, they would be more offended by the fact that this woman is trying to normalize rape. I think I'm willing to bet. I'm not a betting woman, but I'm willing to bet on that. Some people are just so stupid. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I was trying to call y'all for the longest. I was trying to come on for the longest. I've been so busy. Again, be sure to check out Au Voyage magazine interview. I think I have the link in the bio or in the description. If I don't, I will put it on there. I have videos that I'm working on. I've really just been swamped working on my business, creating content, doing social media promotions and stuff like that, getting packages, being a content creator is a lot of work. You get packages, you have a deadline, you have to get it in. And, I'm just doing all the things. I'm not saying I'm unhappy about what's happening. I'm very happy where I'm at. Things are working very well for me. So I'm happy about that. But, I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to get on this topic, but I really did feel the need to say something because Nicki Minaj is dangerous. One thing I forgot to mention is the fact that Nicki Minaj is not above trying to take Megan Thee Stallion out. I'm willing to bet on it. She's aligned herself with people who are obviously dangerous. And because she herself is a punk, she herself can't fight. She herself is a tiny little woman. Megan Thee Stallion would literally stomp her. And I feel like one thing I was saying is Megan Thee Stallion should make a song called Bigfoot, and she has her giant foot on Nicki Minaj's neck. That would kill. You had all these songs in the vault ready for her. And also, I think Nicki Minaj and Drake are going to try to pair up to try to take out Megan Thee Stallion. But guess what? Social media will continue to drag y'all deservedly. Because you people are disgusting and things that you are doing, trying to normalize something so disgusting, something so horrific. No, ma'am. Not okay. People will never be okay with that. And that's what you're mad about. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a like on your way out. I'm going to try to get on here more often. Also, I'm trying to separate this channel from, I just want to post, more serious content on this channel. But like I'm slowly transitioning this channel to just that. But I do have a second channel called Sandra Said What Lifestyle. I'm going to link it in the description. If you're just getting here, please slide the bar back so you can watch the video in its entirety. I'm going to put the link in the description for my other channel where I post more lifestyle, fashion and beauty content, there. I have been posting those tab here, but I'm slowly moving them over and transitioning. So be sure to go ahead and leave me a like. Click the link in the description, and I will talk to you guys later. I appreciate you so much for watching, for being here with me. Thank you for watching again. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm sorry, I talk so much. I'm thirsty. I love this thing. Polo water. They have like all kinds of flavors, and I get them all. I have like 20 on the floor right now. Anyway, you guys, like I said, if you're just getting here, be sure to slide that bar back, leave me a like, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.